Welcome, everybody. This is Jonathan.
And Kasara.
And we just want to take a moment to talk to you about the Anchor app, which is what we use to make this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
So, the reason we use Anchor app is because it is absolutely the easiest way to make a podcast.
And you know your girl ain't technical.
It gave us everything we wanted as far as being able to edit, being able to upload files from like voice messages and other places, and you know, we could do everything right on the phone, or you could go onto the website and do it right from your computer.
I like the phone.
Yeah, we like the phone better. And it's free.
$99.
So you have all your creation tools that you need, and they do all the distribution for you. Which is exactly how, for you people who listen to us on Spotify or Google Podcasts.
And don't forget the Apple.
Yeah. That if you found us on there, that's how you found us, because of the Anchor app.
Awesome, Anchor. You're so easy.
And you could make money. You could easily make money from your podcast through ads like this one.
Go make some money.
And you don't have to have a minimum number of listeners every month or every week or anything like that.
Because as you know, because you listen to us, we just got back on.
So however you download your apps, whether it's the Google Store or the Apple Store, download Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and work it out.
Download today.
Hello, everybody. This is The Nail Shop, tentative title. I am Jonathan.
I'm Kasara.
So, we are husband and wife, and she...
I don't know that man.
And she is the owner, CEO, filling initials here of Kasara's Nail Creations. This is a news, culture, and gossip podcast about stuff that you would hear in and around the nail shop.
So true. So since it happens in the nail shop, does that mean we don't get penalized from it through Jesus and God? Like it don't count? What happens at the nail shop stays at the nail shop?
Technically, but the way you said it kind of implies that Jesus doesn't exist in nail shops.
He exists. I'm just talking about as far as being rebuked down to hell. You know, because you out here gossiping about folks.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, all right. Moving forward with our lives.
Okay, so this is our first time recording a podcast, so please bear with us. I think you're going to enjoy it.
I'm sick of R. Kelly.
That was fast.
I'm sick of, because this is what I'm sick of. Let me tell you what I'm sick of.
Okay.
I ain't watched it yet, okay? And my timeline is full of all of this crap that this man done did. Like, we didn't know he did it when I was a little girl. Y'all knew that this man was out here messing with little girls, okay? So, why is it that we got social media now, okay? And now that is a topic of discussion because Lifetime decided to make it a topic of discussion that it's an issue.
Because it's on TV?
So
and it doesn't exist unless it's on TV?
So it wasn't,
and the news don't count because nobody believes the news?
So it wasn't an issue 15 years ago? No, you know what, matter? I'm sorry. It wasn't an issue 20 years ago?
Look, as I always say, I'm from Chicago. So everybody knew what R. Kelly did. Everybody. The whole city knew. Mm-hmm. And you know what's crazy? A lot of my life makes more sense.
Okay.
Because R. Kelly used to go to the Pro-Am games. So short for professional/amateur.
Okay.
And it's a basketball game like that they do every year.
Something that's just in Chicago? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like Chicago celebrities and professional athletes come and play together.
Okay.
And then so either they're like currently playing in Chicago or they're from Chicago.
But it favors the kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
So here's the thing. My cousin, I'm gonna leave his name out of this, used to go to that all the time. Okay. And like he's met a bunch of NBA stars through it, stuff like that.
Awesome.
And like one year he was like, dude, I met R. Kelly. He gave me his phone number. Like, and mind you, he was like super young. Like I want to say like 10, 12, something like. I'd have to ask him to double check his age, but because I was stupid young. And I'm his older cousin. Okay. So I remember him being even younger. So that's what I'm saying. So I think he was somewhere between 10 and 12.
Well.
And he was just like, yeah, I met R. Kelly. Like, he gave me his phone number. And we was all like, right.
Yeah.
Right. R. Kelly grown dude, celebrity, gave you his phone number, right?
Okay.
And it's like, he's like, so he would test it out, and you'd call, but like he even gave him the rules. When you call, you got to call and ask for Robert. Because if you call and ask for R. Kelly, they're going to assume you a fan who got the number. So you need to say, hey, can I talk to Robert? And they'll give him the phone.
So maybe Robert is for the men, that guys that he cool with. Like, call me Robert. That's how I know I'm cool with you. But if you a female, you got to call me daddy.
Well, and so it still never made sense over the years, even when I heard the rumors. Because he was a dude, my cousin, he's a dude, and you never heard rumors about R. Kelly and boys. But after watching parts of that, where he would always make the females groom.
Hold up, wait a minute, wait a minute. Husband and wife check. You been watching it?
Parts of it. I've seen segments.
Oh, you watch this stuff without me?
Like little 5 minutes here and there.
Them husbands.
First of all, it's not really watching if it's on in the background. And you've seen it on in the background when I'm typing up
You
stuff.
was listening to it in
I
the
was
back.
ear hustling.
You was ear hustling. I'm going to let you ear hustle.
I ear hustled it. You know what I'm saying? But so, like, from what I heard,
Okay.
Coming from the TV, was that he would have these females groom the next batch. So, like, once they hit a certain age, and you hear that about, and again, I ain't saying he's this, I'm saying, just because I have the psychology background, my wife knows this, y'all don't, and it's like I do behavioral analysis, and I've worked helping with counseling and other stuff like that. But like usually when someone, and I don't like when people say, "Oh, he's obviously a pedophile," because even if he met the criteria, he'd be an ephebophile. He wouldn't be a pedophile.
Here you go.
Yeah, but anyway, the whole grooming process is like once they start getting too close to that age barrier. Since they already in that young stage, like you get them to bring in the next people younger than them, so that you could get on them, and then you just keep cycling through. So it's like once they hit like that 17, 18, okay, now I need the next.
That was the age he was having them groom him at?
Well, it seemed like it because like he was. Some of the girls said that they met him at 17.
See, this is where I was.
But then he would start having them bring their friends in.
Okay, so this is my thing. Okay. Some of them, I was like, what I heard you ear hustling.
Mm-hmm.
So on some of it, it was.
So you ear hustled my ear hustle?
Shut up! I was like a little kid, like listening to a conversation you wasn't supposed to be listening.
That's kind of funny. You was a little girl listening to R. Kelly.
You know what?
I'm sorry, R. Kelly's story.
You know what?
I'm just saying that's funny.
You know what?
That's funny.
It was not funny.
It's only funny because you like states away.
What was I saying? The R. Kelly thing. Okay, so a lot of the girls were lying and saying that they were 19. Now, I have been in a relationship where I legit thought somebody was of age. Okay, like they really and it was crazy because I couldn't understand because it was an altercation. I'm not gonna say that person's name, but it was a time and place. That person was like, Purpose's mama had met me outside, like catch me outside, like no. She was outside, like, and calling me all my name. Okay, like if you and my baby go out together, I'm calling the police. And I'm like, how you gonna call the police on me? And we grown, like we two grown people. We of age. We 19 years old. Like, what the police gonna do with two 19-year-old grown people trying to be in a relationship, right? Yeah, no. I found out down the line, like years later after we had broke up and everything, ran into that person, and we reminiscing about life. And I still didn't understand why that person's mama was ready to fucking like wring my neck. I did not understand until that person told me, yeah, because I was only 15 when I met you. You mean you was only... I could have went to jail. Okay? Yeah. So this is why I bring this up. What if... Because you heard these girls. They all said they were 19. I'm 19. And I'm not defending this man at all. But... what if these girls really were like, I'm 19? Is it okay? Because at the end of the day, he was still almost 30. Okay? So... I
don't believe them.
You don't believe
Because, again, coming from Chicago, like, everybody knew he had a thing for younger females. Like, because he used to go back to his old high school. He used to go to Kenwood, stuff like that.
Okay.
And he would always be, like, trying to meet up with the girls afterwards. Like, when he would go give, like, the celebrity came back to school to give a talk.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it was kind of like the routine. Everybody kind of knew, like,
Dang,
that was his
crazy,
thing.
because that's one of the things I seen on my timeline, because like I said, I haven't seen it, was that, because it was like, arrest the teacher need to go. I'm like, well, the teacher? So the schools did know that he was coming. Are you kidding me?
So it's like, that's why I say everybody knew, but that's why I say, like, it makes more sense having seen those, or heard those parts, because it's like, okay, was he trying to be cool with young dudes in order for them to bring
the
girlfriends
girls?
around?
What was the agenda?
Yeah, so.
But doesn't he has girls? He has daughters, right?
I think he has sons.
It still doesn't.
But he has 3 kids.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's wrong.
But here's my thing: like, every female I'd ever met in Chicago, was defending him at the time, even during the trial. I remember one girl I worked with.
Do you remember how old you were during that trial?
I was somewhere between like 17 to like 19 when it started.
Okay.
Like when it first started.
So you weren't an adult and you weren't thinking about like family and things that are right and wrong. Like that wasn't your mindset. Okay. All right, go ahead.
And then the trial went on for forever, and then all the stuff that came out. So this was like a couple years after that, right?
Okay.
I was working at UPS at the time. And one of my friends, she was talking about how stupid the trial was. She's like, first of all, them girls wanted it, like blah blah. She was all making all the like quote unquote victim blaming stuff, right? And I just kept telling her like, dude, but at the end of the day, they was like 14. And she's like, so these fast 14-year-old girls, they wanted it. Like when I was 14, I wanted it. All my homegirls wanted it. Like if R. Kelly would have rolled up on me, I'd have gave it to him. And everybody I know would have gave it to him. But here's my thing. I'm like, but she had a daughter, right? So I had to go back and I'm like, but here's what I don't get. You got a daughter. Like, so you saying like 10 years from now, like, if Chingy was still popular.
Okay.
And Chingy ran into your daughter and smashed her. It's okay because she wanted it.
Yeah.
Like, our parents don't care that R. Kelly's R. Kelly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So you gonna be cool with it because Chingy's popular? Like,
right. Exactly.
Obviously my daughter wanted it because she fast. Like,
why? And you know what? And that's what's killing me. Like, because that's another thing that I'm seeing up on here is that they calling their little girls fast. You know, like, at the end of the day, because me and you, we talk all the time. And I tell you, when I was a little girl, like, ooh, Lord Jesus, I was head over here over some Ice Cube, boy. Okay. 5, 6 years old, I know me some Ice Cube. But that didn't make me fast. You know?
And I think it's a cultural difference as far as like how I say Midwest is different from West Coast.
Okay.
And Chicago's different from a lot of parts of it. It's like that being by the lake, like Detroit, Chicago's kind of similar type of thing.
Okay.
Versus like Oklahoma, you know. But man, I knew girls who was legit, and this wasn't like a story I heard. Like I've seen so many ladies come out of 7th, 8th grade pregnant.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. But that does not make you fast. That doesn't make you fast.
I mean, if you going through like 4 or 5 dudes in the 7th grade.
How do you know that something didn't happen to that little girl and she's just trying to...
Because she was booed up with her 8th grade man and some of them are still together.
Oh, God.
And for the listeners who don't know, I'm half Mexican. And that's not that abnormal.
But with that guy, okay, but those are 2 kids.
Or like, okay. Well,
kids.
But one of my buddies, right?
Okay.
He had a niece who had been pregnant and had 2 separate babies before she was 12. By the time she was 12, she was raising her second kid.
Okay, but was she on her second kid by a grown man?
No, but fast ain't got nothing to do with who you chasing. Fast is just what you chasing, and you caught him. Like you had pointed out something to me that you had heard. I don't know if you want to say the comment that you had heard about being fast and grown men. You say it better than I do.
Oh, oh man, I had seen a post. It was a post. I would have to find the post, but go ahead.
But it was like, no matter how fast a teenage girl is, she can't catch no grown man unless he want to get caught.
That's my point.
You know, but my thing is, I ain't saying he didn't want to get caught, but can't get